Hey, I'm the adorable Nimbus, super cute, super fluffy, you know the drill. I'm going to continue on this class trial and hopefully figure out what's going on. Yeah, basically, we stopped off right where we stopped off. It's fine. Continue.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
I don't think she left that message for you. By the way, for those of you who haven't watched the previous one, Sayaka left a note for somebody. She was playing me like a fiddle. I knew it.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
That's true. If it was found in Makoto's room.
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
This is just getting spicy.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes, darling.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, I have to focus. All right. I can do that. Easy. Dorm nameplates. Easy peasy. Totally okay. Totally gonna do this. Totally fine.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yes.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Yes.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Alright. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is because our nameplates were switched. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Correct.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says,
My room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
We'll shoot this.
No,
Objection! I found it because the nameplates were
The
swapped.
nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Yeah, I don't know who did
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
But who did it?
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Well, no, pretty sure.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Only one person who could have switched the nameplates would it have been the murderer? The only other person who knew we had switched rooms was Sayaka.
I got it!
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
So it had to be her.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
What's she
You
doing?
can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room,
She
okay?
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Huh.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Why?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Did they kill her?
That's where the answer lies.
Or did she try to kill
happened
them?
then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Not necessarily.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Like, what if she invited someone over to kill them and then frame Makoto? But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way, and she ended up getting killed herself. Possibly.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Okay.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
I thought it looked cool.
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because she's got gold on her wrist, you silly idiot. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a sword is because she's got gold on her wrist. Where is it? And the sword is like covered in gold.
I got it!
Here, evidence.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It's not strawberry
It
jam.
sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
She got
I
banked.
got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Yes. Good job.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Is it? What happened in my room? And what led Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's more. Okay. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? A little bit. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the LB button to rotate the cylinder to choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the LB to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down LB and then use the left stick. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Aww. Dude, I set it to a certain difficulty for a reason. God damn it. God damn it. Alright.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Yes.
And that's when the first blow was dealt.
I guess.
A sword-based sneak attack.
Yeah?
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Yes.
So she tried to fight back.
Okay.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I think it's this one. I think I know. She didn't try to defend with the knife. She tried to defend with the sheath.
When the fighting broke out,
because it had scratches on it.
The culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Yes.
A sword-based sneak attack.
Yes.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Mm-hmm.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No. Oh, I got it wrong? Oh, no.
Shoot.
Damn it. Oh, I lost a life. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Okay.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Okay.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Okay.
And that's exactly what happened.
Alright. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting
Okay,
broke
hold on.
out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
There we go. The sword sheath is scratched. It was the wrong one, but I knew it had something to do with the sheath. I'm a genius. I know.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Started with the sheath.
Huh? Why not?
Oh, did she attack with the knife? And then the other person defended themselves with the sheath, and that's why it's scratched
Because the
up.
sword sheath had been scratched.
Oh, Sayaka.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
I know.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Maybe. Unless you're stupid.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Oh.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
So Sayaka planned to lure someone in and kill them with the knife and then frame Makoto for it because they swapped rooms. But unfortunately, shit backfired and she ended up being killed instead. Sneaky bitch.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Which was Sayaka.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword? If you want to use a sword, which part of the body would have to touch? It'd be her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
They'd be covered in gold.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because she doesn't have the gold.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Yeah, because that's what you do when you're being attacked.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
By the gods.
No, that's not it at all.
I swear everyone's stupid. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathroom. The water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
So the water was off.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
It's been 3 days.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
Actually, I can't with these people.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
She did go.
But we already said that the attack started with
the knife.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
She lured someone in to try and kill them and it backfired. Oh, I knew it. She was acting weird.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Yep.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
But it backfired. And she was going to frame you.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Oh, Sayaka.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was...
Sayaka wanted to...
Frame
on me?
Yep. She was gonna frame you. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
She was the only one who knew.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Oh, buddy, she used her charm to lull you into a false sense of security. She played you like a fiddle.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Fair.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Oh, Makoto.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Pretty true, babe.
Because...
Oh, honey. Oh, I feel so bad for it.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Oh, Makoto.
Makoto, Right now, you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Why can't you do it? Like, seriously.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Then you do it. You clearly know. You're really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing. Well, there is, actually. I'm just saying, we've got shirt covered in jam. Like, there's evidence. Dying message. There's more stuff to consider.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Nope. Bang. There's clues.
No, that's wrong.
There's clues. I'm a genius. Weakness break.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dying, not dining.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
It says Leon.
Written in her own blood.
Leon. Then
there must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
But let's just, for a minute, is it really their fault? Like, if Sayaka did plan all this because she was like, I'm going to kill someone, and then frame Makoto, like, she clearly was the one who was going to kill this person. So would it make sense that this person, having just been attacked, would kind of react in a defensive manner and try and get her back? Like, is it really their fault for killing her if she started it first? Like, I don't know if this is completely fair, is all I'm saying.
Before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Fair. The left index finger.
I got it!
She's got blood there, but nowhere else.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
They're not numbers. It's the name.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
Nerd.
You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
They're letters.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
He's an idiot.
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
It's an N.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Well, that's very insulting, Mondo.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Because the name's back to front and upside down. Damn it, it's no use. Oh my god, you're so stupid, Makoto, I swear to god.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
We didn't, okay, whatever. Rotate it, it's upside down.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Says Leon.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yep.
So, whose name did she write?
Leon. Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. It was Leon.
Here's my answer.
I'm so smart.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
That bitch knew the whole time. Like, she knew who did it, and she made me jump through all these damn hoops.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What?
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Is it really?
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Sure, buddy.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Yeah, she's not wrong. That's... she's right.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Yeah, we can.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
Yeah, we found...
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Oh my god, you knew this whole time.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Dude, if you knew this whole time, I just... my god. He tried to get rid of his shirt covered in strawberry jam. It's a thing I found at an incinerator. It's... this thing.
I got it!
T-shirt covered in jam.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Yeah.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But how did they get there?
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
That's
true. I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's true.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
That is true.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
It's true.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Oh?
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Are they? Because I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, now that you know, I don't. The burnt remains of the button shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where it was disposed of. Where the shirt was destroyed, if we focus on that, the killer will become clear. Oh, okay. How the fuck's this? Yeah, fair enough. My bad. When? Burnt remains of the button-up shirt. When it was disposed of. Oh, that was wrong too. It proves the time it was destroyed? I don't think so. Oh god, okay. Jesus Christ. How it was disposed of.
I got it!
Best
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
What?
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
That is correct. That is
and
correct.
Obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
That is true.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
That is true.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Maybe.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. There's another way to prove? The shattered crystal ball. Oh, goddamn. Alright, let's see.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Not necessarily
Which means
true.
the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me?
Yeah.
No!
Alright, so I need to be careful. There was, like... Dude, the killer was able to turn the incinerator on by using something I found on the ground nearby.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Yes.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy...
Not necessarily. If you
No,
threw
that's wrong.
a ball, then that could press the button. Hypothetically. And he threw...
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
the crystal ball, and that's why it was shattered on the ground. He found it in the laundry room and used it to throw it at the incinerator to turn it on.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
True.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. He'd have to throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
And he's a baseballer.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Mm-hmm. Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
He said that the incinerator wasn't on the last time he was there. And then he thought a fairy did it. And then I rolled
Hifumi
my
had the
eyes.
key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
And you're a baseballer.
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
It's true. Would have picked it up.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
You'd have to be
Could someone really do that?
an ultimate baseballer? Ooh.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Not unless you're really good at what you do.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The killer is the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
I don't know, I think it sounds pretty good.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
Sounds like something
You still won't admit it?
a killer would say.
Okay then.
I'm just saying.
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Why do I have to do it?
And with that, we can end this.
Okay.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed.
But to be fair, she did try to kill him first. Like, I mean, Can't really blame the guy.
Now here's what happened.
If she tried to kill him first, like, I'm just saying, it's a bit rough. Closing argument has been, yes, tell me why. Every case is one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of evidence for the case in the form. Oh my god, okay. However, you'll notice that in the comics there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Yay! If you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Like, she was... I've got time, I can't mess around. Okay, so came in... She... must have so what? Oh, okay, it's like a manga. Okay, so they go to the door. They come in. She's waiting. That's right? No, that's right. Me. Yes. Next. All right, she attacks. Which right? No. She attacks, then they see the sword, and then she goes again and grabs the sword, like so. They fight. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, I didn't see the other stuff. Okay, let's go back. That's not right. I have a genius. Don't worry about it. Okay, so they go to the door, they come in, she attacks. Let's, put that back. Okay, so she attacks, he backs up, he sees the sword, then picks up the sword to block, and then uses it to smack. She drops the knife. So now the knife has fallen. Okay, that's good. All right. So she locks herself in the bathroom. So he uses the toolkit to get in. And then she's backed up against the wall. No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. Does it? No. Something's missing. Oh, bollocks. Oh, God. Okay, no, this isn't right. We're missing something. Blocks it, stabs. She drops the knife. Oh, where does this go? Where do you live? That makes sense, right? Blocks it. Then she gets smacked. She drops the knife. Maybe? Oh god, I have no idea. Okay, well, let's go to the end and start here, okay? So, obviously, this falls out, right? Totally. We throw the ball, right? No. That's not it at all. Oh, by the gods, this is hard. Okay, okay, we'll just skip a panel. So we'll skip this one for now. She's dead. All right, so he finds the lint roller, starts cleaning up, goes to the rubbish tip, uses the ball to throw it. It lands, turns on the incinerator. He rolls the shirt up, throws the shirt into the incinerator. Then the shirt gets left behind because, well, duh. So now we're left with this and this. Okay. So, obviously, Sayaka is backed in a corner. She starts writing on the wall. Is that it? Maybe? It feels like I'm missing one. Backs up, uses it to defend himself. Smacks her. She drops the knife. She hides. He uses the thing. That must be it, right? But it feels like I've still got one thing, but that doesn't fit anywhere. So that must be... That just must be... Hold on. That just must be a, like a red herring to kind of throw you off. That must be it. That must be it. Oh, damn it. I just touched my glasses and now I've got a smudge. God damn it. Damn it. Okay, if you target an empty section and press the A button, you will be given a hint about what goes there. Well, I think that's right. Right? Because they never... I don't think they ever used the sword. It was just the handle. Right? Because once she dropped the knife, he would have just picked up the knife. Like, let's just move this out of the way and just... After the killer counters Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what did they do next? Well, I could say that. She dropped the knife. And they had a sheath. No, but they had the knife in the scene, so she would have dropped the knife. Maybe? I think that's it.
The killer is you!
I think that's it.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Oh, by the gods. Okay. Yep.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
Yes.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Mm-hmm. Lock.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Mm-hmm. And she dropped
During
the
the
knife.
struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Uh-huh. Oh. Damn it. I knew it was the other one. Damn it. So it was this one. All right, try
killer
again.
is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Not too bad, though.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Mm-hmm.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Oh, yep.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
and smacked.
and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Hard to feel bad for her since she planned
And with
murder
that,
too.
all her strength was gone.
She was trying to kill him. I'm just saying.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
I'm just saying.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
But
having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator.
Unlucky.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Well, it was self-defense.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
But for now, we'll finish this next time. I know we're nearly done, but like it's been going on for a little bit. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye.